What if everything you think you know about women and love is wrong? Many men believe that love is about romance, money, or personality, chasing after the right gestures or flashy gifts. But what if the real truth lies far deeper, in the mind and emotions, shaping the dynamics of relationships in ways most never realize? By the end of this video, your understanding of love will be transformed forever. What if the secret to attracting and maintaining love isn't about what you see on the surface, but about uncovering the deeper psychological triggers that women respond to? The truth is, women fall for far more than just a good smile or a nice car. They are drawn to emotional depth, authenticity, and a grounded sense of self. This is where Stoicism comes in. Stoicism, a philosophy of emotional control and wisdom, holds the key to understanding not only love, but also how to build meaningful, lasting relationships. Let's dive into the psychology behind love and discover how embracing Stoic principles can change the way you approach relationships forever. The less you chase, the more she craves. In the realm of relationships, anticipation and tension play key roles in building attraction. Women, in particular, are often wired to seek the thrill of uncertainty, the mystery and challenge that comes with not knowing everything about the other person. The chase itself can become an exciting, emotionally charged experience, and when things come too easily, that excitement diminishes. One common mistake that many men make is becoming too available, texting incessantly, over-communicating, or always being at her beck and call. While these gestures may seem affectionate or thoughtful, they can actually have the opposite effect. When a man is too eager or readily available, it removes the tension and thus the excitement from the relationship. A woman may begin to lose interest because the mystery fades and the pursuit is no longer thrilling. In essence, when things feel too easy, they lose their value. Humans, by nature, are drawn to what they perceive as scarce or difficult to attain. This phenomenon is known as the scarcity effect. Whether it's a material possession or a person's attention, we place a higher value on things we can't have or things that are hard to reach. This is especially true in romantic dynamics. When a man chases too much or tries to secure a woman's interest too quickly, it can diminish her desire for him. The chase becomes one-sided, and the attraction weakens. From a Stoic perspective, a man who embraces his own independence, maintains his life outside the relationship, and doesn't constantly seek validation will naturally create the tension and mystery that women crave. Stoicism teaches self-control and emotional detachment, which allows a man to stay grounded and not get lost in the need for constant reassurance. This approach helps maintain a sense of intrigue, giving space for the woman to come closer on her own terms, rather than forcing things prematurely. By focusing on his own growth and emotional stability, he inadvertently makes himself more desirable. Women don't want a nice guy, they want an unshakable man. The nice guy stereotype often portrays men who go out of their way to please others, particularly women, by always being accommodating and agreeable. While kindness is admirable, this behavior can backfire in relationships. The issue arises when the nice guy sacrifices his own beliefs and values just to avoid conflict or to gain approval. Women are not necessarily looking for someone who agrees with them all the time. They want a man who is strong, confident, and able to stand firm in his convictions. Being nice is not synonymous with being strong. A woman wants a man who can express his opinions clearly, challenge her when needed, and assert boundaries. A man who always agrees with a woman, suppressing his own thoughts, may come across as weak or uncertain. In contrast, A man who can respectfully disagree and set boundaries shows strength and independence, qualities that are undeniably attractive. Emotional strength and the role of Stoicism. Stoicism, the philosophy of enduring hardship without letting emotions dictate one's behavior, plays a vital role in developing emotional strength. A Stoic man can face life's pressures with calm and composure, rather than reacting impulsively or allowing emotions to take control. This emotional fortitude is an essential part of attractiveness. For example, when faced with a difficult situation, whether it's an argument or a personal setback, a Stoic man maintains his calm, making thoughtful decisions instead of being swept away by fleeting emotions. This level-headedness draws people in, particularly women, who value stability and emotional maturity. The test of strength. Women often test a man's strength, whether consciously or unconsciously, through various challenges, emotional outbursts, difficult situations, or even disagreements. A Stoic man passes these tests with grace, handling pressure without losing his composure. His ability to remain calm and collected, even when things get tough, demonstrates not only emotional intelligence, but also a deeper sense of security and self-confidence. Importance of Stoic control. Ultimately, controlling emotional reactions is not about suppressing feelings, but about mastering them. It is this self-control that women find appealing. A man who can navigate life's ups and downs with emotional resilience exudes a strength that is magnetic, proving that being unshakable is far more attractive than simply being nice. The illusion of reality. In love. Love isn't about who you are. It's about who she thinks you are. In romantic relationships, women often fall not for the man as he truly is, but for the story she creates about him in her mind. This idea hinges on the concept of cognitive projection, where individuals project their own desires, needs, and expectations onto others. Instead of seeing the person for who they truly are, they shape their perception based on how they want that person to be. This process of projection is particularly prominent in love. A woman's perception of a man is often shaped by her subconscious beliefs, past experiences, and the fantasies she holds. This creates an emotional connection that may not necessarily align with reality, but is compelling nonetheless. The man, in this case, becomes the embodiment of her hopes, dreams, and desires, rather than an accurate representation of who he actually is. Stoicism offers a unique perspective on this dynamic. Stoic men understand that their emotional narrative is within their control. They recognize the importance of not reacting impulsively to situations, particularly in relationships. By staying grounded and composed, they allow the woman to build her perception of them based on how they choose to present themselves. When a man remains emotionally steady, it fosters an atmosphere where she can project her idealized version of him rather than seeing his flaws or vulnerabilities. Take, for example, a man who maintains a certain unpredictability and mystery. By not revealing every detail of his character, he allows her to fill in the gaps with her imagination. This emotional engagement, built around her perception rather than his reality, can keep her intrigued and emotionally invested. Psychologically, studies show that people often form stronger emotional connections to the idea of someone rather than the actual person. This attachment is so powerful that it can sometimes surpass the real qualities of the individual, highlighting the profound role perception plays in love and attraction. Thus, in relationships, it is often not about who you are, but about who she believes you to be. In conclusion, women are drawn to men not just by their looks or accomplishments, but by their emotional impact anticipation, strength, and how they are perceived. By cultivating emotional intelligence and a powerful presence, a man can become more attractive and compelling in a deeper, lasting way. Stoicism plays a crucial role in this process, as it allows men to maintain control over their emotional reactions, fostering a sense of calm and strength that naturally draws others in. I encourage you to apply these Stoic principles in your own relationships. Start understanding the deeper psychology of love and watch how it transforms your interactions. Remember, the key to lasting connections lies not in surface-level traits, but in emotional depth and presence. Don't forget to download the free guide to Stoic relationships, which will help you further hone these strategies and build stronger, more meaningful connections.